You're good. Go
Okay,
ahead.
okay. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, humanity family. Thank you guys for showing up to our call this morning. This is an exciting call. We want to bring you up to speed as to where we are, and everyone who's on this call today is in a very fortunate position. Fortunate position because it's very rare in the whole lifetime you get a chance to be in a position where you're in the right time, with the right place, with the right big trend that's moving. Time right now is critical because we've continued to build really strong the project that you guys are all a part of or looking at for the first time, called Humanity Protocol, and that's the protocol. That's a company that is in collaboration and cooperation with Sheikh Mohammed, who is the eldest son of Sheikh Marwan, sorry, who is the eldest son of the King of Dubai, Sheikh Mohammed. And so, because of the people that we're in place with, also because of the timing being that right now, if you guys are familiar with who BlackRock is one of the largest financial institutions in the world. BlackRock, the CEO announced that there's going to be $500 trillion in assets moving towards blockchain. $500 trillion in assets towards blockchain. That is more than half of that is in real estate. So you're talking about 200, $300 trillion in real estate assets and 140, $200 trillion in also in
Stocks,
stocks,
bonds,
yeah,
foreign
stocks,
exchange
bonds,
trades.
funds, ETFs, the whole nine yards. So we're in a position right now, like what happened with CDs and DVDs. If you were remotely involved in digital streaming when all the music was moving from cassettes and CDs into digital streaming, you have would have been a very wealthy person today. So a big part of wealth creation is being in the right place at the right time. When a trend like moving from CDs over to DVDs is actually happening, because when a trend is happening, you just got to position yourself. And we've been positioning ourselves here for the last 2 years. Actually, the president has been working on this position for the last 6 years, and here with all of us on the phone, we've been positioning ourselves for the last 2 years to be able to catch a piece of that trend. And so we are already in position. The BlackRock CEO said within 5 to 7 years. So that means that we are already way ahead of the curve. It's just a matter of positioning ourselves right now to be the next Facebook, Google, Amazon, but instead of being a Web 2, but being in Web 3 with the right partnerships, the right team. For those of you guys that don't know what our president here is specialized in for the last 25, 30 years, apart from working in Silicon Valley and helping many companies to be listed on stock exchanges around the world, all the way from Stuttgart, Germany, all the way into Singapore, into Japan stock exchanges, all the way into our US NASDAQ. And so, what he really knows how to do is to take companies, startup companies, and take it from non-existent, finding people to invest in these companies so those companies can become big companies. And some of them you know some of the names, and even if you don't know the names of the company themselves, you might know the names of the companies that they became. Also, some of the companies and investors, large companies that he's worked with to buy out companies. You would know some of those names. We could tell you those names offline. We just don't have them on recording to be floating out all over the internet for privacy reasons. But what the good thing is, guys, is that for those of you who catch what we're doing right now, everything is built already. For those who catch what we're doing right now, you're in a position to be able to understand the flow of the money, the flow and the future of work going forward in the next few years, thanks to COVID and everything else. You'll be able to understand the future of investing, that you and which is happening in a way that nobody has ever imagined that can happen today. You also be able to understand the future of philanthropy, because this is a philanthropic humanitarian project at the core, but it's giving you the opportunity to be able to tap into the largest ever wealth transfer happening. So thank you guys for being here. Again, whoever is that invited you, you definitely need to claim a free NFT for them as soon as we finish this call. That's going to enable you to be able to get all the other NFTs to participate in our system, to be able to get money, and also to be able to run the entire system. As some of you on the line, although some of you guys on the line are already in our Founders Club, there's those who will be coming on here within the next 2 to 3 weeks, that will be able to work their way up into a meritorious position to have say in humanity, how it works out. Because right now, for us, this is about turning this project over to the community and helping those of you who've been with us and people coming on right now to get the biggest opportunity to get invited to the table when something big is happening. And this is your invitation to the table. So, without further ado, I'm going to turn this over to the president, Mr. Marcus Dukes, who's had a long career in investing, financing, building huge companies, and who understands that together, humanity, we build as one. And so this is one group that we want to take to the top with us. And thank you for being here and welcome. And let me have the president, Mr. Marcus Dukes, come up and give you a quick explanation as to how all this works, how it all fits together, and how you can participate and have your friends and family participate before we close this all out to the public. Thank you, Mr. Marcus Dukes.
Okay, I'm going to take off right here so we can have a clear, clean recording. So we can share this out. And people understand the business. I'm going to go through two PowerPoint presentations quickly, just to explain the business and one explain a particular role in the business, which is called the banker. Once we do that, kind of again share just like Jumal did, where we at in time. We're right where we wanted to be. We're 80 something countries now, but the big number I look at every day is that we have over 5 countries that are what I say open, being that they have a couple hundred people, just like we started with Nigeria, just a couple hundred people. They have a couple of hundred people organized to go now make sure that country gets all of its NFTs. We have obviously Nigeria, which we have over 30,000 NFTs in Nigeria. We have Vietnam, where we're at presently. We have Ghana. We have Kenya. And now we have just basically a few other countries that are started. There's one other country that already has its 100. Uganda. One other country that already has its 100 is Uganda. And those countries are now prepared to do what Nigeria's already done, which is get their NFTs done. We're here in Vietnam. We have a ton of momentum here, both private and government side, and then we have invitations for other countries as well. So by the as we get over into this month, we'll have a footprint in 100 countries by the end of the month, but we'll have at least half a dozen to a dozen countries that are fully loaded, fully operating, fully activated. And with that, in February, in a month from now, February, we're going to start Dream Play, which is it's going to start every functioning piece of our operation. I.e., people will be doing work. So since people will be doing work, the people who have commissions over work, all the crowns, people who have commissions over overrides over the work will start getting paid. Obviously, day one, first piece of work done, you won't get a check that day, but your check will be accumulating that day. So beginning of February, everything will get started. The work will be started. The competition, which is the new ASL, which is called Dream Play, will be started. Everything will be functional in our ecosystem. Why is this important? Just as Jamal said, we're way ahead of everything that everybody's doing. As he stated, BlackRock CEO Larry Fink, you can look it up. He stated that $500 trillion with a T of assets are going to be transferred to the blockchain. Somebody has to facilitate that transfer to the blockchain, and humanity and its members, you guys, all of us, are in the best position to do that of anybody on the planet. That's for sure. We knew this was coming. We saw it coming. We knew it was coming many years ago, and we prepared for that. Everybody, it's this big scramble now since he said that about 3 weeks ago. Big scramble for people to get tokenization platforms together. And as you guys know, I'll share my screen. Yes, I can share my screen. As you guys know, we've had a tokenization platform for over 2 years called Red Matter Capital. So everything that everybody's scrambling now that officially all the big firms, not only BlackRock, but Merrill Lynch, Goldman Sachs, all the world's biggest Chase Bank, all the world's biggest financial companies have now acknowledged that tokenization crypto is not going anywhere. B, tokenization is going to happen. It's the next big move. Just $500 trillion of assets. They've all acknowledged that. So everybody, every startup in the world who has financial people, everybody is trying to get themselves now in position and build stuff to for tokenization. And as you look at the screen, you all know, you all are part of this. You all have, most of you have registered on it. We have had a tokenization platform for 2 years. We've just added AI, artificial intelligence, to it, but it's fully live, fully operating. We're talking to some of the major players who now, because of the rush to come in, they want to use our platform. They want to use our platform to do their tokenization projects or to tokenize. And as they come on board, it creates value for everybody else who comes on board. So we're into the kind of different phase where we are now talking to, as we always said we would, talking to major institutions, corporations about how now they can interact with humanity, benefit humanity, but also use our platforms that are already ready. And this is why we built the way we did. We built technology first. Excuse me, built community first and build technology as we were going versus what everybody else has done in crypto, which is raised a bunch of money, built say they're building technology. They don't have community. They don't know how to use it. Actually, not only we have a tokenization platform, which is ahead of everybody else. We've had over 15,000 people on the platform who've used the platform, who know about the platform. That's major league in front of everybody else out there. So we've done all the right things, all the good work that we need to do to look. You still see up on the screen. We got stocks, bonds, ETF, funds, and the commodities, private assets. All these are already tokenized. Again, ahead of already tokenized. We have, again, you see, we can go here and say any stock. I just like to hit Tesla. I'm not telling you to buy Tesla. I just like to look at Tesla because everybody knows Tesla. So right. So here's Tesla. This is Tesla. You could trade it right here. It's already tokenized on our exchange. What does it mean, tokenized? It means that we have taken real money and bought Tesla shares on the stock market. And now we've taken those shares of Tesla and we paired them with crypto-based tokens of Tesla. And now every time somebody buys Tesla from us, from the tokens, it goes out and buys more shares on the open market and tokenizes those shares. So it takes one share here. The advantage is that for the whole world, and why this is going to be a massively big thing, you see Tesla's stock price here is $239. I'm circling $239. Means to buy one share of Tesla costs you $239. If you don't have $239, you can't buy a share of Tesla. It also means that you have to get a U.S. brokerage account, and which is nearly impossible for 90% of the world. You have to get a U.S. brokerage account or one of the foreign brokerage accounts that allows you to buy Tesla. In the tokenized world, anybody can buy Tesla for anybody. So anybody in our system today, not tomorrow, not a year from now, when everybody's trying to rush in and get themselves in position. Today, you can go on our platform and take $2 and buy Tesla. You buy 1/100th of a Tesla share for $2. You can go on our platform if you're earning money in Africa or in Asia or anywhere else, and you can buy Tesla through our platform. So you can earn $2 a day. Say, I don't need that $2 a day. I earn $4 or $6 or whatever you earn. Say, I don't need that money today, but what I do want is I want to buy a little Tesla, which means that anybody in the world today, if we didn't do anything else, literally, if we didn't do anything else at all, today, anybody in the world could come to our platform and build the same portfolio that I can build in the U.S. or that you can build wherever. If you're in the U.S., they can build the same platform, even if they only have a couple $100. Assume the same portfolio. So it might be smaller, but they can build the same portfolio. This is the first time in the history of the world, and our platform is the first time in the history of the world that people can do that. And if we didn't do anything else, forget all the humanity stuff, forget all the $2 stuff, forget all the, if we forgot everything else and we just had this platform, it's $1 billion business. And everybody's going to see that very short, very quickly. If we didn't have anything else, obviously you guys know we have a lot. We built an entire ecosystem around humanity, not just a platform. But this platform is live. It's been live. You guys have all been on it, so nobody had to tell you whether it's live or not. It's live. We've added the AI. You probably haven't been on the AI, haven't seen the AI, but the artificial intelligence is there. You could ask artificial intelligence any questions you want.
What's the best stock to invest in today?
So I'll just ask it. I just actually put up a question I already asked. How many humanity tokens are there? It tells you uh, the maximum supply of humanity tokens is 61,309,023 as of today. Circulating supply is 18 million. That means 78% of the SR tokens are in current circulation. And tells you what humanity protocol it can be used for to pay transaction fees, access premium features, participating governments. This token has the potential to appreciate in value as the humanity protocol ecosystem grows. Okay, you can ask it what's a good investment, how much. If I invested in Apple I did this yesterday. If I invested in Apple in 1990, what would it be worth? Again, it can tell you what your shares, if you bought 10 shares of Apple, the company IPO at $2.29 per share. In 1980, you would have now 254 shares. Apple stock price has increased by 21,800% since its IPO. Many of your shares now will be worth over $542,000. Why is this AI important? It means that everybody in the world, again, what is humanity all about? We're about bringing tools to everybody in the world so they can improve their life. So this is a real life example again of us doing exactly what we said we're going to do, right? So, you've been part of most of you have been part of a ton of companies who never delivered on not one promise or any promises of what they said they're going to do. This is what we said we're going to do. Bring tools to every single person on the planet that they can have the same opportunity to improve their life no matter where they're at. Here's a tool because everybody don't have access to financial literacy education. Everybody don't have access to advanced classes in trading. Everybody don't have access to all the tools that would need to, even if they had some money, to invest that money. Here we have brought AI literally accessible to everybody on the planet through our site, and the ability to use that to figure out how to improve their life, how to build their portfolio. Again, nobody's done this in this way, connected to a platform that they can act upon the information that they get, and we're the first in the world to have it. And this again is another day that we are delivering on the promise of what we said we were going to do for as far as humanity goes. Now, so everything we're in line for. The one way to think about this tokenization piece is a couple of different ways. Jamal was mentioning earlier um, earlier some ways, but you talk about CDs, but I think about also like the video cassette, the video business, right? Before there was Blockbuster, there was the mom and pop video chains, and the mom and pop video chains made tons of money. It made a lot of people rich because people had to get a place to get videos, and every where the mom and pop video store popped up, people would go there and get videos, and those people eventually sold out to Blockbuster in that case, and became very wealthy. And then the owner of Blockbuster became a billionaire. So it's akin to that. Everybody's going to start doing this, but everybody's going to do it super locally at first. So people they're going to find out about what they need to do. Everybody needs to tokenize. That's everybody. But if you're one of the people who are early enough to set up a video store at the beginning. Now, you don't want to set up a video store after Blockbuster's already out. That's not going to work out very well for you. But you want to set up a video store way before Blockbuster comes around, 10 years before Blockbuster comes around. And that's just the way to get wealthy, where everybody in our platform has an opportunity to participate in this wealth migration, the same way everybody migrated from just watching movies at home to having video cassettes. Same way they went from videotapes to CDs. Everybody has an opportunity to participate in this move of this money, and of the actually that the 500 trillion is actually as crazy as it may sound, is actually the small piece. Everything in the world is moving to blockchain, just like everything in the world moved to the internet. So not just the money, everything in the world is moving to blockchain, like everything in the world moved to internet. and your ability to now get a piece of that and be a piece of that and help over 1-2 billion people at the bottom of the pyramid come onto blockchain gives you a once in a lifetime opportunity to become wealthy, and this is one that you can participate in, right? So, with that being said, I'm gonna get straight go right into the presentation. I know we're already a little bit long here. We have some technical difficulties out the gate, but get straight to the two presentations I want to show you. And then this call is strictly so that people can get new people can be updated or have information, and everybody else can be updated. This is the business that we're in. We're delivering on the promises. We're again in 80 countries. We have 5 countries activated. We have the technology that we say we're going to be built. The technology is all standing by, ready for us. We are ready. We are 100% live and ready to go. So we're just going to continue to build, get more people in at least a half a dozen or a dozen countries, and then we're going to launch everything in about a month. So going to go through this again fairly quickly because you guys know most of this, all of this. What are we doing? So Web one was simple. Web one was people sending information to you. Those of you who are old enough of the age, remember when you had to put in, not humanity.com, but you had to put in, an actual IP address 135.78.265.4. And that took you to a site, and all you could do was read what was on that site, and that was all you can do. That was Web one. Web one was them being whoever had the power to you. Web two, Web two is Facebook, Instagram, social media. Web two is you to them to you and you to them. Yep, them to you and you to them. So you can send information to them, and they can send information. They can send information to you. Mostly the other way around. They send information to you. You send information to them. Okay, so that was two. You get into social media. You can also send information to many. You can share your information with many people. Many people can read your information, like it, give you thumbs up, thumbs down, whatever they do. Right. Web three is decentralized, and the biggest part of Web three is you to many. But the biggest actual differentiator is in Web three. You own everything. You own your accounts. You own your ability to do whatever you want to with your account. You own your social media account on Web three. You own your bank, your money account, your transactional accounts on Web three. And the one thing that we really don't think about, we consider ourselves owning those accounts on Facebook, but we don't actually, by the contract, we look at the disclaimer: Facebook owns that account, or TikTok owns that account, or Twitter owns that account, and whatever you put on there, any information you put on there, anything you share on there, they own that as well. So they own the pictures, they own all of your pictures. Feel like you own your pictures, but they own your pictures. They own your account. They can shut your account down at any time they want to. That's their right, because you to join their platform, you punch I accept the disclaimer that said they own everything. Okay, your bank account. Actually, Bank of America owns your bank account. Citibank owns your bank account. They can shut your bank account down. They can close it. They can turn it over to the government. They can do anything they want to do with the bank account because they own the bank account. Now, you in theory own the money in the bank account, but they own the bank account. So really, in theory, you owning the money doesn't. In most cases, when it goes bad, it doesn't do you any good. So Web three is about you owning it on blockchain. You have the keys to your blockchain wallet. Everything is going to be done through your wallets. Your communications of the future are going to be done through your wallets. Your Telegram like services, WhatsApp are going to be inside your wallet. We already have the technology for that. We haven't showed you guys that yet. We've tested it. We have it. The communication will go through your wallet. It will be encrypted. Man, as I said, nobody can read your messages. Nobody can go to get in your wallet, read your messages. Nobody can hear your calls. That technology is coming very shortly. We'll put it out this year, probably second quarter. We'll put it out this year for sure. Uh, the thirdly, technology is coming where you're going to use usernames. That's why we collect usernames. And for those of you who have claimed your NFTs, while we collect usernames because you'll be able to use your username just like you do for Cash App. Instead of sending to my OX3568, you'll be able to send to Marcus. Whether you want to send money or receive money or do a chat with Marcus, you'll be able to do all that with my username. Okay, so that give we have it. This is Web 3, which is coming, but the biggest difference is that you own Web 3. Who myself, Marcus Dukes, president of Humanity. Our partner, His Highness Sheikh Marwan bin Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum. You know that humanity is us plus you, right? It's the team, but it's really about the community. And what we tell the community is two things. To come with two things: bring your PNR, you know, your PNR, your personal natural resources, your skill, your time, your ambassadorship, your network, your data. That's your personal natural resources, and bring your dream. And then we're going to do two things with you. We're going to help you use your PNR to get you your best possible life, which is help you increase your income, get income if you don't have any income, increase your income, and also get towards marching towards your dream. We'll help you have a team, build a team to help you accomplish your dream, whatever your dream is. Doesn't matter if your dream may just to get a job, or maybe to get a job, or want to be a nurse. Your dream may be to start the next Tesla. Whatever your dream is, we have the machinery here to do that. Obviously, it's going to be determined also on your skill, your willingness to work, your ability, etc. But we have the machinery, and this is what the world's been missing: the machinery of wealth building. Therefore, the machinery of dream building and dream accomplishment has been only accessible to the wealthy few. So what we've done is put together the machinery needed to do all these things and making that machinery available to anybody who joins humanity. This is one of the big differences of what the Humanity Project is. That's one of the big differences about us than every other project on blockchain. Most projects are blockchain or technology for technology's sake. We build something that goes faster. It does this, it does that, but it doesn't have a real utility. The utility of humanity protocol is to make sure that humans can have better lives across the board, no matter where you started at. Okay, where you guys all know we have only 1.5 million NFTs global. Once those 1.5 million NFTs, humanity NFTs are gone. They're gone. There'll never be any more. These are our nodes. These are our business partners, i.e., like franchises, not franchise, like franchise of the United System. They can operate all the business lines and that today and tomorrow, that come tomorrow of the humanity business system. They are the portal for everybody else's dreams, everybody else's accomplishment. So 1.5 million NFTs. These NFTs have a specific number per country, generally one per every 5,000 people in the country. We started in Nigeria and launched Asia and Vietnam. And from Nigeria and Vietnam, we go on the rest of it. From Nigeria, the rest of Africa, and then global. Vietnam, the rest of Asia, then global. NFT, we also call it Dream Portal. And again, it gives you opportunity to get work, to be self-employed, to be a business owner, or to be an investor. For those who are familiar with the four quadrants of the cash flow of Kiyosaki, you'll remember those four titles. It gives you the option and the pathways for doing all four of those things. Also, give you the opportunity to fulfill your dream. This is why we call it the happy gate. The world systems have always had gates, and you had to get it past a gatekeeper. And that's been the problem for many of us over the ages, is how do you get past the gatekeeper? Well, this is the happy gate. There is no gatekeeper. In fact, instead of having a gate, and one gatekeeper, there's 1.5 million gates, because anybody who has an NFT is a gate and can let you in. So instead of having one gate and one gatekeeper, and that gatekeeper doesn't like you, doesn't like who you are for whatever reason, can block you, there's 1.5 million gates. Whatever country that you're in, there are going to be thousands of gates in that country, and so on and so forth. So we call this the happy gate because has access to has access to the machinery, and the machinery is going to give you the opportunity to improve your life. When now people are signing up now, claiming NFT. Everybody on this call should have claimed their NFT. If not, you should claim your NFT. If you've already participated with us, you have to claim an NFT, because we cannot drop your other NFT, whether it's your Crown NFT or any other NFT you have, Crown, or if you have ASL, or if you have uh, anything that you've done before. We cannot drop that NFT into your wallet unless the first NFT is in there. The first NFT must be in your wallet. So you need to claim one of these NFTs if you have not claimed one of the NFTs yet. NFTs are portals, as we talked about before. We talked about it gives people the opportunity to do those four things. We have different positions, and different positions, as you look at the four quadrants of the cash flow, different positions give you opportunity to do different things, depends on who you are, where you want to start at. For instance, you guys heard talked about the digital humans, Dahu. Dahu basically start where people work. The Dahu are workers, people who want to get work. Now, so people with good work and they move themselves up to be self-employed or a business owner investor. So it doesn't matter where you start. You start where it fits for you. So the Dahu are looking to get work. The NFT owners are like people who are self-employed because they run the business of, they run and own the business of humanity collectively. Run and own the business of humanity collectively, right? We have coaches and builders, and these are like people who are building the first level businesses off of the humanity platform. So if you're a coach, a guild master, a dream master, that's your business that's built on that's the first type of business that's been built on the humanity platform. So the difference, the NFT owners are the humanity platform. They're the owners of the platform, the ecosystem. The coaches and builders, guild masters, uh, dream masters, the guardians, governors, and master builders are people who are building a business on top of the platform, their own individual business on top of the platform. And then you have the bankers and the crown, which are the investor class, investor investor groups, right? You guys are all almost everybody on this call is part of the crown now, and and also you have opportunities if you wish to be part of the banker group. But the bankers and crown are the investor of investors. They people who will feed the system and then get the returns as investors do in this world. So this is now we've replicated and improved upon the way that the capitalist system has worked for the last 400 years. And now this is how it will work for decentralized economies uh, and decentralized economies around the world. You may or may not know, just as a fun fact, and this is how far we are ahead. Since we started this and started working with the Science of the World Family, now in Abu Dhabi, so the UAE, United Arab Emirates, has now created a classification called a decentralized economy. So you guys have heard me talk about, and there's speeches out there on the internet you can see, talk about the decentralized GDP of the world or the decentralized GDP of Africa. That is a thing now. The government of the UAE has made it an official classification, and now has asked us and asked people to put out comments. They can put regulations for what is a decentralized economy. So humanity in itself, its whole ecosystem, is becoming a thing recognized by governments around the world because it's creating the fully functioning decentralized economy, and creating now for countries decentralized GDP. So this is everybody's positions. You can decide what position. Now you guys are in a unique position because were part of the founder group, so you're already here. You literally can sit if you're already part of the crowd. You can sit and and reap the benefit of being here to help us build humanity. You don't have to do anything else. For those of you who want to keep building and keep growing, then there's things to do. Obviously, it's positions that people can get that you can get. There's also opportunities for you. So it just depends on what you want to do. We talked about the crowns. This is two of the crowns. There's four crowns. There's actually four different crowns, but these are two of the crowns. Country crown. Each country has a crown with the top performers. I'm just going to leave that for now. This is a position to be. And later, the royal crown. Everybody here is already part of the royal crown, one way or another. But the other people can earn their way, as Jamal said, can earn their way into the royal crown, right? So we have a SRS vault. This is super important concept for everybody to get a hold of. Um, oh, you guys, what do you see now?
Cash dividend.
Oh, you guys are only seeing okay. That's
You see the ball on this page.
all right. You got to swipe it, move it. Okay. Yeah, for some reason on the presentation, guys, you guys are only seeing kind of half the presentation. So every time I get to a page, like right now I'm on where, if you slide it, yeah, you gotta either if you're on the phone, if you turn it sideways, you'll be able to see both pages. If not, you got to slide it right or left when I go to a page. Some kind of way reason it's coming up this way. So right on the page that right now, you should see both where and why. You probably only saw where if you were looking at it on your phone upright. So you should see where and why. Here you should see when and how, and then how and position. So we have two member positions, Dahu are the NFT owners. We have two coaches, which are guild masters. Guild masters train people, get them certified, and find them work. Dream masters listen to you, help you get a roadmap for your dream, and then decide the tools and skills you need for your dream. Humanitarian, ambassador, angel, all part of the bankers. We'll talk about bankers separately. The three builders are the guardians, the governors, and the master builders. These are people who are building communities, sub communities inside of humanity. And then you have the crowns. You know, these positions allow us to do nearly everything you can do in a fully functioning economy. So these are the critical roles to build an economy. And so we're just building people and letting people have the opportunity to build into those critical roles. Again, then you on this phone, you're part of the crown already. You can build into, you can take a role, decide you want to do a role, both either for humanitarian purposes, for fun, or to make additional money, or to make a lot more money. Depends on what you want to do. But these roles are available, so making available now as people join the network, available widely to the whole entire network. Uh, then there's the crown. You guys should be able to see the crown and the vault. On the vault is a super important concept. Vault is a super important concept. Is that and based upon so when people do work, they get cash. Excuse me, they get cash. When they do work, the company gets profit. But again, since we decentralized, there is no company. So where's that profit go? That profit goes to the vault. Now when that profit goes to the vault, so say today $100,000 worth of work was done and $100,000 worth of profit was made. $100,000 worth of work is going to go pay the workers. $100,000 worth of profit will go to the vault, and when it goes to the vault, 66% of that profit solely goes to buy gold and real estate. Cannot do anything else. Will not do anything else. It buys gold and real estate, and those become hard assets of humanity. Every economy, as you know, every government you know keeps hard assets. That's how some at least. They try. That's how they keep value, right? So to keep value under the SRS token at all times, it will collect hard assets. You guys know we have a gold license, and now just putting the gold license to use to collect gold. That'll be set. That also will sell, but also it will create profits. But in addition to that, we will have gold that will we keep in a vault, and it will tokenize, and that becomes a hard asset of SRS under SRS. You guys all know there's no assets under Bitcoin. There's no assets under Ethereum. There's no assets under BNB Smart Coin. We will have assets under SRS, gold and real estate, and that gold and real estate will increase every single day. 22% of the profits go to the Dream Bank, which also owns the funds other people's dreams. As you saw, we have a dream. We are a dream machine, and we have not only fund people in the competition, but also just to fund people who have ideas and startups and things that have value to humanity that we can fund from the Dream Bank. 6% of that overall profit of the entire system goes to the members of the Gold Crown. Some of you are those members, and then 6% goes to the bankers, which we'll talk about later. So I'll need 1 second because I have to retrieve my plug to plug in my laptop before it dies. So Jamal is going to take over here for a couple of minutes, and I'm going to continue the presentation.
Awesome. So for all of you guys, realize that we are in a great position. Position is perfect. Timing is perfect. For those of you guys who understand, I mean, it's tough to understand, especially understand a lot of what we're doing and all we've been doing. But this is the reason why. I mean, it's tough to create a real project to duplicate a real economy, right? And that takes a lot of work. And I really appreciate every single one of you guys because we've been on here together for almost 2 years now, and and you guys see the amount of work that happens, almost 16 hours a day, every single day, So this is what it's for, though, is to be able to create something that's sustainable, something that once it gets running, it can take care of itself. It's perpetual, right? And so what you see on the screens right now, this is how all the money comes in. It's broken down. There's real specific reasons why we didn't list first. There's real specific reasons why we're doing every single thing. We have to make this attractive to people because in the stand acronym, which is PNR, and the reason why the president made this company into a PNR company, which stands for Personal Natural Resources, is because that's what drives every single company, every single business, right? But the thing is in our current system, especially in the crypto world, everyone is not able to participate, and for the simple reason that if you don't have capital, then you can't get into the current system. But with the PNR model, which is stand, which means skill, everyone has a skill, even if it's carrying a bucket of water, or if it is operating on, on some kind of high surgery type situation. Everybody has the same amount of time, whether you're the CEO or you the guy that is doing the service at the restaurant, right? Everybody has the same amount of time. Everybody has the ability to say something good about a product, whether it's good, great, or is okay, right? And then everybody has a network. Everybody that's on here was invited by somebody's friend, somebody's family, somebody's cousin, somebody's best friend, coworker, former worker, business with before. So that is your network, right? A lot of us here have made money through using our skill or time in our networks and our ambassadorship too, right? Then a lot of these big companies, the reason why we get to use a lot of these products for free, including Zoom for the first 40 minutes for free, including all these other processes that we get to use for free, is because they collect and they use our data. And for those of you who don't understand how important your data is, go look online, Google the importance of data, or the price of data. Data is now being considered to be the new oil of the new world because everything that you do everything you do creates data. What time you wake up, what time you go to sleep, what time your phone comes on, your screen time, all this is data that these companies use to sell. Facebook, every single company uses to sell. For those of you who have been on your phone and realize that you find whatever you've been talking about on your phone in your Facebook feed, it takes whatever you're doing and they use that to sell it back to you. You own none of it. And this is the reason why Web3 is unstoppable because people understand, like the Google model, that if you're out there working and busting your butt half the day, that you should be getting a larger share of the proceeds. And humanity is set up to give you a large share of the proceeds, to give you the insight because there's no company to be an insider of except for being a part of this community. It gives you the same opportunity to own every single thing and maximize what all these companies have been doing off your back, off your labor, off your time. So I'm gonna let the president continue on. So you guys, I know you guys got it, and I'm sure you're super excited about what you have your hands on and also how you can participate in the banking system because never before has anyone ever brought a whole new banking system to your door.
So on your screen, you should be able to see it says cash dividend and community staking. We're going to talk about community staking. Is a again, one of our innovations. Is a big piece of our program. Is community staking. So as we talk about the community staking, many crypto programs have staking protocols. And typically, what you do is you stake to the company. So you stake to the company. Company sets up a staking protocol. You stake to the company, and then the company promises you a return. Here, the community staking, you actually have to stake to one of those NFTs because again, there is no company. So everything goes through the 1.5 million NFTs. So if you have one of the NFTs, somebody be about to stake from here to the end of time, they have to stake to the NFT. So effectively, the NFTs, we don't say it in all the other presentations what the NFTs are, but the NFTs are also a bank. Every NFT is also a bank, period. And everybody there makes therefore everybody a banker. I think you guys are getting a hint of how you can be part of this movement, this $500 trillion in assets as it goes down the road. But every NFT is a bank, and therefore everybody who has an NFT is a banker. While these 1.5 million NFTs are very important. So you do community staking. Community staking, and overall is like getting a certificate of deposit in a regular bank. You go to your bank, get a certificate of deposit. You say I have $100,000. They say, okay, if you lock your $100,000 up with us for 12 months, if you put your $100,000 in the bank, we'll give you 2% interest. But if you lock your $100,000 up for 12 months and promises you're not going to withdraw it, we give you 5% interest or 6% interest. So people lock up their money for a year so they can get a higher interest rate. Staking works the same way. Instead of money, you put coins. So here you stake SRS coins. So you buy SRS coins beforehand and you stake them, or you can stake them directly. You can buy them and stake them all at the same time through our app. So you buy SRS coins and you stake those coins. You stake those coins for 1 year. When you stake, what we call it community staking, because for the first time in history, when you stake somebody, not only you get a return, and you get a very high return, you get 65% now. That's the return we are offering now, 65%. And again, you should see community staking and cash dividend on your page if you turn your phone sideways, if you're on your phone. If not, if not, you should see if not, you should see if not, you should see the cash dividend on one side. You have to swipe left to see the community staking. So community staking is you get 65%, but the person you stake to, because you have to stake to one of these NFTs. So if someone stakes to you, if they stake to your NFT, they're going to get 65%, so they get their full return. But you're going to get 20% of the stake interest. I.e., if somebody stakes 500 coins, to your NFT, they're going to get 65% return off of their 500 coins. So they're going to get another 325 coins in 1 year. But because they stake to you, you're going to get 100 coins for free, 100 SRS for free, because they stake to you. That's why it's called community staking. Your 6 levels up are going to get coins, because that's why we call it community staking, and so on and so forth. So now, if somebody wants to support your dream or your project, and this is where this is going, somebody wants to support your dream or project, they can stake coins to you because it's going to give you cash today, and I want to explain that in 1 second, and it's going to give you coins in the future. If somebody wants to help you with your dream or project, they can put in money, they can stake coins and gives you cash today, and it gives you a year from now coins that you could turn to cash to continue your dream. It's the best, most efficient way to help people in life. It's philanthropic, and at the same time, you make money off of it. There's never been a system like this where you both make money off of it and it's philanthropic at the same time. So the cash, everything is on blockchain. Everything is 100% transparent, but you can see every single dime where it goes. And this, so you see it on the cash dividend side, tells you how the money is split for community staking. 40, all of it, 44% goes to liquidity pool, and exactly how it goes to the liquidity pool is super important. It takes 22% of that, and half of that it goes to buy SRS off the market, which means it drives the price up of SRS, which we all have SRS. It benefits every single person in humanity. Another 22% has to go by Matic, because you have to add both SRS and Matic to the liquidity pool. And then it's put in the liquidity pool. It's locked for 3 years. 11% goes to fund Dream Play, to fund other people's dream, both in the competition and external to the competition. 31% pays 6 levels. We'll talk about that in 7. And 14% goes to operate the humanities system. 31% plays 6 levels, 11% to the members. So if I stake with you, I want to help your dream, help your process, help you accomplish your next goal. I stake to you, you get 11%. So if I stake $10,000 to you, someone did last week, stake $10,000 to someone in Africa, when they stake $10,000, and somebody did actually to somebody in Vietnam as well. So if I stake $10,000 to you, you're going to get $1,100 today, right now, same time, through the blockchain, same time as I stake, you get the money. Your upline is going to get 8%. The second upline, 5%, third upline, 3%, 2%, 1%, 1%. So community staking pays 6 levels up, 31%. Everybody been a benefit. So not only the person who got somebody to stake them $10,000 in Africa got their money, got again $1,100. Their upline, who's also another student at college in Africa, got $800, and their upline got $500, and so on and so forth. Community staking benefits everybody in the community, and it raises the entire price of SRS, and it puts money into aside for other people's dreams. It's a huge concept. We're the only people that we created it. We're the only people who have it, and it's going to be a very big deal. We have two competitions that are starting this year. I'm not going to go over the Dream Play competition because it's time for that. It's time to do that later. But community staking is a big deal. Millions and millions of people will community stake every single time they do it. Not only the community will, whole will benefit both from the cash and from the coins, but every single time people community stake, they move the price of SRS1 up. Millions and millions of people who are not even in the humanities system officially will community stake because of it's a way to do philanthropy and make money. Secondly, I know we're about an hour and 11 into this call, but I want to make sure we have a complete call. I want to go through quickly the banker part of the ecosystem, and then from there, you guys will have a full update of what we're doing, and you can you can decide where you want to how you want to plug in, and you also can understand how to get people who are not involved, how they can get involved. Humanity Bankers went over this a little bit yesterday, so I'll be quick with it. Humanity Bankers unlocking the future of wealth migration. We've already talked about the $500 trillion in assets that's going to migrate to blockchain tokenization over the next 5 to 7 years. Blockchain bankers, which are you and I, decentralized financial players, will control a significant portion of these assets. And Humanity Protocol offers a unique opportunity to be part of this wealth migration and create your dream life. You guys know how today's banks work. They take deposits with you, little or no interest. They lend your money to other customers at high interest work. They make money on the transaction that creates profit. The average bank has about $912 per year profit per customer. The real banking business is they take your money and they invest in secret high return opportunities. Then only their biggest customers, the people who have private banking inside bank area. Chase, I have a private banker inside Bank of America. I have a private banker at Chase. People with lots of money end up having private bankers, and those private bankers allow them to add in special opportunities. Those special opportunities can be very profitable. So that the real business of banking is taking your money and actually investing in other things and make a lot of money. For a humanity banking system is on Web3, so everyone becomes their own bank. Everybody controls their own assets on the blockchain. Humanity Protocol empowers individuals to deposit cash, crypto, or time as PNR. This is, again, another big concept. People can deposit time as PNR. So if you had a bank and people can deposit time and there's a way to turn that time into money, you mean that everybody you know can deposit time. Everybody you know can participate with your bank. Uh, unlike where you just need cash here, because PNR is the base of our system, everybody can participate. I mean, everybody can bring value to your bank if you have a bank. Humanity Protocol allows its bankers to be on the inside of the same high return opportunities that exist in today's banking, allows only its wealthy clients and customers to access. So everybody has access to the big return items, or the bankers and bankers' customers. This is according to Forbes magazine, not to us. Here's how the rich invest. According to Forbes, most families are missing out on a huge wealth creation opportunity. Forbes talking about startup investing. Give you two examples that you would know. Here's Amazon and Facebook. Amazon has returned to date, and see more now, over 14 million% return. Facebook has returned over 737,000, 36,000% return. Okay, so just for simple number, if you put $120 into Facebook, you would have made $883,000. $120 into Amazon, you would have made 16 million. $1,200 into Facebook, 8 million. $1,200 into Amazon, 160 million. $12,000 into Facebook, 80 million. $12,000 into Amazon, 1.6 billion. Now, when Amazon started in the early 90s, I had $12,000. I spent my $12,000 on something a little bit less fruitful, and I don't know. And everything I spent $12,000 on that year is gone. Somebody else spent $12,000 and they received $1.6 billion worth of Amazon. If they held it to this time. So these are the opportunities that make rich. In fact, here's a stat you may or may not know: 95% of all money in the U.S. is made in finance. So think of every other industry, Automotive, computer, every other industry in the world only makes 5% of the profit. 95% of all profit in the U.S. is made in the financial industry. The humanity banks, there will only ever be 300 humanity banks. Just like there will only ever be 1.5 million NFTs, there will only ever be 300 humanity banks. Each bank plays a role in global humanity ecosystem, and each has its own member customers. Each bank can hold and leverage tokenized assets, $500 trillion coming of tokenized assets, including crypto, traditional assets such as gold, real estate, and even tokenized PNR. All assets will add to create its banks decentralized assets under management. Banks are measured by assets under management here. These are decentralized assets under management. When we talk about BlackRock and Larry Fink, they're the largest financial institution in the world. They have $10 trillion of assets under management. They have $10 trillion of assets under management. You as a banker here will have decentralized assets under management. They make a percentage off of all those assets they have under management. Bankers will make a percentage off of all the assets they have under management on the blockchain. Each bank can serve as a portal gateway for any of the $500 trillion of assets in transition to the blockchain, whether or not the assets are in the Humanity Protocol or not. Exclusive benefits for Humanity bankers: one, access to high returns. This is through Dream Play. You get to access startups like Amazon and Facebook before they Amazon and Facebook angel investments. Bankers own 11%. They own half of the Humanity Dream Bank, granting them tokens of the winning companies of Dream Play, but also opportunities, as I shared before, for the bankers to invest in other great opportunities. They have the first right to invest in future promising companies emerging from the Dream Play tournament. Number two, they have profit from the Humanity PNR conversion. I explained that earlier to you as well. All the profit that goes into the vault, 6% of that profit goes to the 6% of the profit from all the profit that goes into the vault from work. 6% of that profit goes to the bankers. Number three, the bankers share a pro rata share, a 3% override in all community staking through Humanity Protocol. Bankers share 3% override in all community staking. As the ecosystem grows, override can yield substantial returns. Okay, inside the bank. By the way, when people join as a bank, it pays the same 31% commission to 6 levels. That's community staking. You saw that above. 11% to the person who is staked to, 8% first level up, 5, 3, 2, 1, 1 for 6 levels up. A bank, okay, and in turn, to organize a bank must be organized with $12,000 worth of SRS. $12,000 of SRS becomes the initial asset of the bank, assets under management. You go from there. That can be done in one of three ways. One person on the bank. We have 2 people who've already purchased in our first day. 2 people already purchased a full bank. We have 6 banks that have been purchased, but 2 people purchased by themselves.
Oh, okay.
2 people purchased by themselves a full bank. 6 banks that have already been taken out of the 300 banks. 12%, 1.2K is 10% owner, 120 is a 1% owner. Average bank, again, have 5,000 members. Just do the math, 1.5 million NFTs divided by 300 banks. Average bank will actually have a lot more than 5,000 members because there's the Dahoos who also need to have a bank. They have their own bank, but they need a banker. The vote, every bank, the 300 banks can hold, again, tokenized assets, crypto, gold, real estate, PNR, financial instruments, etc. The banking fee. Secondly, to buy a bank, you still get paid to 65%, just like you would if you're community stake. So you still get paid 65% on your, and you still keep your SRS. So actually purchasing the bank is free because you still have your SRS, you still gonna get 65%. So you get paid for purchasing the bank, purchasing a part of the bank. How to become a master banker. Okay, so we have master banker as a position. And how to become master banker. Master banker organizes the creation of a bank and recruits the bank owners. Master bankers for people who want to organize a bank and run a bank, organize a bank, guide the bank, but they don't have $12,000 themselves. They can organize a bank. I'm going to say, raising my hand, I'm only responsible for organizing a bank at $12,000. So I have a certain amount of time to do that, but I'm going to do that. First step, is to organize a bank is that the bank has to be organized or started with at least 1/10 of the money, so $1,200 in. Create a bank that has no other members yet. So if a bank already has a member, you can't organize a bank that's already been organized. Obviously, that makes sense. Recruit or personally stake the remaining into the bank has $12,000 stake. Total capital to organize a bank is $12,000. Again, that $12,000 pays full commission, 31%, 6 levels up. Bank master earns 10% lifetime check match. So if you're a bank, you earn all the different things we said for the banker. If you're a bank master or you organize a bank, you get a 10% off the top. So if the bank makes $100,000 this month, you get a $10,000 check this month. The bank makes $1 million this month, you get a $100,000 check this month. Bank master, the person who organized the bank, makes 10% off the top of the bank.
So you mean tell me I can organize a bank one time for $12,000 and get paid the rest of my life?
You organize a bank one time for $12,000, you pay the rest of your life, and you get other people with you, so you don't have to put $12,000 out your pocket. So, humanity bankers have the opportunity to be pioneers in the largest wealth. This is a conclusion. Humanity bankers have pioneers to be pioneers in the largest wealth migration in history. Why $12,000? Because you had to have assets under management. So you have assets under management. So other people, there's $500 trillion that's going to be transferred over. It's going to be more assets under management, but all the banks have to be started and have to be started with certain assets. And so we picked it for our system, the right amount, the right minimum amount for a bank to start with is 12,000 assets. But those assets still belong to you. They don't go anywhere. It's just like you have them in a staking program. So they're your assets, period. Humanity bankers have the opportunity to be pioneers in the largest wealth migration in history. By leveraging the Humanity Protocol, individuals become their own bankers and create their dream life. Access to exclusive high return investments, profit from P&R conversion, own a share of the dream bank, and earn from community staking. Guys, the big picture, the close. And we're finishing up here, and it's good. We've got about 8 minutes before we've been an hour and a half.
But some hour because
I guess right, because hour because we started beginning, we started over because of the technical difficulties. Summary: Humanity Protocol revolutionizes banking through the blockchain, empowering individuals to be their own bankers. Right? So every NFT owner has its own bank. What we're talking about now is being a banker for humanity. So every NFT is its own bank, but this is about being a banker for the humanity ecosystem. Like having an official bank in a country like the US, having a bank. These are the people who run the banking business. With $500 trillion in assets moving to the blockchain, it offers a chance to join the wealth transfer. If you have a bank, then you obviously can participate in this $500 trillion transfer of assets. And you will because even your members under your bank have assets to transfer to the blockchain. Users deposit cash, crypto, or time as PNR, earn interest, and access high return investments. Humanity bankers profit again from PNR conversions, own 11% of the Humanity Dream Bank, and receive a 3% override of community staking. Okay, that being said, I want to thank you for your time. That's going to officially, there's one thing I want everybody to get on this call. We have actually done. We've built the technology for all of this. Not only Red Matter Capital for the banking program, for the Dream Play program, for people doing work, for people getting paid, for people converting their PNR, which is $1 trillion of PNR that's lost every day because people have no way to convert that to work. We built the platform for all of this. SRS is the token underlying everything that you see here. So if you know anything about crypto, with millions of people using the token, with millions of people actually using the token as a utility, you can understand what the value of this proposition that we have here. For those of you who already participated, congratulations. We're excited. We're going to get the NFTs issued this very shortly. We said that yesterday, in the next 10 days or so, get all the NFTs issued to you. So everybody has their NFTs in their wallet. You have to have an original NFT, so you have to have claimed one of the NFTs that are out there today. For everyone who is new, you see there's opportunities here. You can get back with your leadership, get back with people who can guide you to which opportunity is best for you and what do you want to do. And then we want to make sure that everybody understands that for Humanity Protocol, the ultimate goal, right? We've had, bottom line, people are going to make a lot of money with Humanity Protocol. Everybody on this phone and everybody who participates at this early stage have opportunities to make great deals of money. All right. 59 over 70,000 people now have earned money from us in Africa, and they've used this money to live. Millions of people will earn money from humanity and use the money to live, to make better lives for their kids, to build families, to build careers, to build businesses, to become investors, to do all type of things. And this is the point of Humanity Protocol. Technology should help us live better lives and help everybody live better lives. And this is the pathway forward for that. So we have a real project. Everybody's already said now with over 35,000 real users. We're one of the biggest things in blockchain. We're going to go live right now. Once we also 50,000, we're going to be a series of press releases, which will be here in the next coming weeks. Will be a series of press releases and media articles, media stories, interviews, etc. And then we're going to go ahead and build, and everybody here is going to reap the benefit of that value that we've created. With that, I'm going to end the recording. Jamal, you want to finish up